It's mornings like this that makes you think the Earth is invincible. But with 90% certainty, scientists agree that what we're putting into it is harmful. Dangerous levels of carbon dioxide emitted from industrial plants to even the tailpipe of your car, creating a global sauna.
People ask me if I believe in global warming. I just tell them, well, I measure it.
Dan Faegre has been with the United States Geological Survey for more than 20 years. He's devoted his career to studying glaciers here at Glacier Park in Montana.
It's very easy to measure when you're looking at a glacier. You can come back each year, and even before you get out maps or photographs, you just come over the rise and look down and say, that's different than it was last year.
Faegre says in the early 1930s, Glacier Park had roughly 150 glaciers. Now it has 27, and those are expected to completely melt away in 25 years.
Even the very largest ones, which remain, are now about a quarter of the size it used to be. And many of them are shrinking very, very rapidly.
And this is the side of the mountain where one of the glaciers has lost almost 60% of its bulk since the beginning of the 20th century.
Gary Brask is one of the most well-known glacier photographers in the world. He's photographed glaciers in 22 countries. He's captured the melting glaciers through his own lens for the past 2 decades. These 2 pictures of Mount Hood in Oregon best show what's happening to glaciers all over the world.
In the time between 1984 and 2002, it visibly has shrunken up and gotten smaller.
Scientists say global warming is a problem you can't deny.
The changes are going to continue to intensify.
Virginia Burkhead is a national coordinator for global warming and coastal erosion. She says that more than 600,000 years of data is more than enough evidence that there's a problem.
Every time you have a spike in CO2, basically the temperature goes up. It's just a nice pattern, and this is again is natural variability. But look what CO2 is now. Way above the realm of natural variability.
Scientists say the Earth's temperature hasn't had time to respond to the overwhelming carbon dioxide levels, resulting in an incredible increase in temperatures.
Now the projections are that the temperature is going to increase 3 to 5 degrees Fahrenheit between now and the end of this century. 2100.
Causing Glacier Park to melt away by 2030. 100 years ago, I'd be standing on a couple thousand feet of snow and ice. Now, it's just a couple hundred feet. What has scientists worried is what's melting beneath. Shorter, warmer winters with more rain than snow are causing runoff earlier in the season. That means monster floods during the winter months and less drinking water by the end of summer.
About 50% of the water globally comes from mountains, and in the West it's 70 to 100% of the water that we consume and use comes from these mountains.
But thousands of feet of snow turned to water has to go somewhere. It's pouring into the ocean, causing sea levels to rise and forcing entire cities to seek higher ground.
You can see the effect on people in South Louisiana.
A global problem that hits home locally. Scientists say Louisiana could suffer the most in the next 100 years.
Fastest landmass loss in the world.
Jennifer Gray, KTBS 3 News.